Eggs have been wrongly blamed for raising cholesterol, but new research shows saturated fat, not eggs, is the real heart health threat. Eating 2 eggs daily on a low saturated fat diet lowers LDL cholesterol, debunking decades of flawed dietary advice. Processed meats like bacon and sausage, not eggs, are linked to higher cardiovascular risk, according to the study. While eggs don't raise LDL cholesterol, they may slightly increase smaller LDL particles, requiring balanced consumption. Nutrition guidelines must shift focus from cholesterol to saturated fats, as eggs are nutrient-dense and heart-safe when eaten properly. For decades, eggs have been demonized by mainstream nutritionists and government dietary guidelines as a cholesterol-raising villain, blamed for clogging arteries and increasing heart disease risk. But a groundbreaking new study from the University of South Australia has cracked open the truth. Eggs aren't the problem saturated fat is. Published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, the research confirms that eating 2 eggs daily as part of a low-saturated fat diet can actually lower LDL cholesterol levels, while processed meats like bacon and sausage remain the real heart health threats. The study, led by Professor John Buckley, delivers a long-overdue vindication for eggs, exposing how decades of flawed dietary advice have misled the public. Eggs have long been unfairly cracked by outdated dietary advice, Buckley said. They're unique, high in cholesterol, yes, but low in saturated fat. Yet it's their cholesterol level that has often caused people to question their place in a healthy diet. Separating fact from dietary fraud, the research involved 61 healthy adults who followed 3 different 5-week diets in random order: a high cholesterol, low saturated fat diet with 2 eggs daily, a low cholesterol, high saturated fat diet with no eggs, and a control diet high in both cholesterol and saturated fat with only 1 egg per week. Blood tests revealed that participants eating 2 eggs daily, while avoiding excess saturated fat, saw their LDL cholesterol drop by an average of 5.7 milligrams DL, compared to the high saturated fat diet. Crucially, the study found no correlation between dietary cholesterol intake and elevated LDL levels. Instead, saturated fat was directly linked to higher LDL and apolipoprotein, be a key marker for cardiovascular risk. Saturated fat, not dietary cholesterol, elevates LDL cholesterol, the researchers concluded. This finding dismantles the long-standing myth that eggs and nutrient-dense natural food should be restricted due to cholesterol concerns. Instead, the real culprits are processed meats and full-fat dairy products, which are staples of the modern Western diet. The breakfast betrayal. Bacon and sausage exposed. Buckley's research highlights a critical flaw in conventional dietary advice. While health-conscious consumers have been avoiding egg yolks or switching to egg whites, they've often continued eating bacon, sausage, and other processed meats alongside them. The study's findings align with a growing body of research debunking the cholesterol scare campaign that has dominated nutritional guidelines since the 1960s. For years, government agencies and corporate-funded health organizations pushed low-fat, high-carbohydrate diets while vilifying whole foods like eggs, despite their rich supply of essential nutrients, including choline, vitamin D, and high-quality protein. A complex picture for long-term heart health. While the study confirms that eggs don't raise LDL cholesterol in a low-saturated fat diet, it also uncovered some nuanced effects. Participants who consumed 2 eggs daily saw an increase in smaller, denser LDL particles, which are considered more harmful than larger LDL particles. Additionally, a beneficial HDL cholesterol subtype decreased slightly, a change that could theoretically raise cardiovascular risk by about 1.9% based on prior research. These findings suggest that while eggs aren't the dietary demons they've been made out to be, their impact on cholesterol metabolism is complex. The key takeaway: eggs are best consumed as part of a balanced whole food diet, not alongside processed meats and excessive saturated fats. Is it time to rewrite the dietary guidelines? For years, natural health advocates have argued that the war on dietary cholesterol was based on flawed science. This study adds to the mounting evidence that saturated fat, not cholesterol-rich whole foods, should be the primary focus of heart health recommendations. The American Heart Association and other health authorities have already begun softening their stance on eggs in recent years. But this research demands a full reevaluation. If public health agencies truly care about reducing heart disease, they must stop scaring people away from nutrient-dense eggs while ignoring the real dangers of processed meats and industrial seed oils. The University of South Australia study delivers a decisive blow to decades of dietary misinformation. Eggs, once unjustly maligned, have been scientifically vindicated. The real heart health risks lie in processed meats and excessive saturated fats, not in nature's perfect protein package. As Buckley put it, you could say we've delivered hard-boiled evidence in defense of the humble egg. For health-conscious consumers, this means enjoying eggs without fear. Just skip the bacon and cook them in healthy fats like olive oil or avocado oil instead. The era of egg fear is over. It's time to embrace real food and reject the corporate-driven dietary lies that have harmed public health for far too long.